16-year-old Maya Johnson had always been fascinated by the ruins on Kepler 442c, while other colonists avoided the ancient structures, claiming they gave off bad vibes. Maya spent her free time exploring the crystalline chambers and deciphering the strange symbols carved into walls that predated human civilization by millions of years. Her parents thought it was just teenage rebellion. The colony's xenoarchaeologist, Dr. Petrov, encouraged her curiosity but warned her to be careful. "We don't know who built these things," he'd often say, "or why they left." Maya found the armor in a chamber deeper than any human had explored before. It lay in the center of a perfectly preserved circular room, displayed on a pedestal as if waiting for someone. The suit was beautiful, flowing curves of what looked like liquid metal that shifted color from deep blue to silver depending on the angle of light. More intriguingly, it was exactly her size. "Just try it on," she whispered to herself, reaching toward the closest thing to alien technology she'd ever seen. "What's the worst that could happen?" The moment her fingers touched the material, the armor flowed like water onto her body, conforming perfectly to her frame. The helmet materialized around her head with a soft hiss, and suddenly Maya could see everything. Not just the chamber, everything. Energy patterns flowing through the planet's core. The electromagnetic signatures of every living thing in the colony 17 kilometers above. The approaching Thackeray invasion fleet still 3 days out from the system. "What the hell?" she breathed, and the armor's translation systems immediately began cataloging her language patterns. The heads-up display that materialized in her vision was written in script that flowed and changed until it settled into perfect English. A gentle voice spoke directly into her mind, feminine, ancient, somehow sad. "Greetings, young warrior. I am the consciousness of the Valkyrie-class combat system. You are not Zephyrian." Maya stumbled backward, heart racing. "I'm human. I didn't mean to. I was just exploring." "Human," the voice mused. "Fascinating. Your neural patterns are remarkably similar to our creators, but your emotional resonance is stronger. Much stronger." The display showed Maya's vital signs alongside comparison data from something called Zephyrian Baseline. Every metric, adrenaline response, neural activity, emotional intensity, was off the charts. "The Zephyrians created me to bond with their greatest warriors," the voice continued. "But they were a cold people, logical and restrained. Their emotions were too weak to fully activate my systems." Maya felt power flowing through her body like electricity. "What does that mean?" "It means, young human, that you and I are going to do something my creators never imagined possible." Three days later, the Thackeray fleet arrived at Kepler 442c expecting easy conquest. The human colony had minimal defenses, a few orbital platforms, and a handful of security vessels. Intelligence reports indicated the conquest would take hours at most. What they found instead was Maya Johnson. She met their entire invasion force in open space, wearing armor that seemed to bend reality around it. Their first barrage of plasma fire struck her directly, and was absorbed without effect. Their quantum torpedoes passed through her like she existed in another dimension. Then she began moving. The ancient Zephyrian combat systems, finally fully activated by human emotional intensity, turned Maya into something beyond mortal comprehension. She moved through their formations like a force of nature, each gesture disabling entire squadrons. Ships that had survived thousands of battles simply stopped working when she looked at them. Within 17 minutes, the Thackeray fleet was retreating in full panic. Commander Voss transmitted desperately to his remaining ships. "All vessels, emergency withdrawal. We're not fighting a human. We're fighting something that was built to kill gods." Maya floated in space, watching them flee, the ancient armor humming with satisfaction around her. "Not bad for a first day," the Valkyrie consciousness commented approvingly. "Shall we see what else this galaxy needs protecting from?" Maya smiled inside her helmet. "I thought you'd never ask." The galaxy's most powerful weapon had finally found a pilot worthy of its true potential.